Listen, y'all, I'm over here just reveling it up. I just got another revelation, y'all. Like when I was writing the last post that I just posted before I'm telling y'all this, where I was talking about, well, I wrote it in the caption because I actually didn't get the words until after I posted the video, wrote the video already. So most times I record like live action, but I also, when I watch it and go back and I'm listening to it, I'm getting more revelation when I'm listening to it. So I'm pondering, and then I just write it in the caption. Look, but this time, what I was okay, so this is going to touch on, like I said, the last video I just posted before I'm telling y'all this one. Y'all know I post exactly when it happens. All right, so everything comes before and after another one. But this one is when I was in. Okay, so I was talking about how in the caption of the last video how Ruth and Boaz was actually, because listen, my favorite stories in the book is Ruth and Boaz and Esther. Right, them is my two favorite books, right, in the Bible. I'm not even gonna cap. Like in my the whole Bible, I got other parts that I like to, you know what I'm saying, go through. Obviously, it's other stories. As a woman, Ruth and Boaz. Oh, and the woman at the Sumerian well. I don't even really know that story too much, but I have the part that really relates to me. But them books, but mainly Ruth and Boaz and Esther. Y'all, let me tell y'all. So what I got is that God's field is who field Ruth was working in. Hey, the whole time, y'all, I was thinking, and I'm not taking away, I'm not going to say that. The whole time I was only thinking in a small minded, from like a human perspective, which was I'm working in the field and there's a man that's been watching me the whole time to see me grow, and he's going to come and he's going to be my husband. He's going to marry me, whatever, right? He gonna be asking around about, y'all know the story, right? If you don't, go look at the movie of Ruth and Boaz, okay? It's actually pretty good. I watch it. I have watched it often, like, I mean, multiple times. But then, you know, Boaz represents God. Boaz represents God. And if you think about it in that perspective, then you're gonna understand that first you have to marry God first, because that's the only way you're going to know how to be a wife to a man who puts God first. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he going to know how to love you because he puts God first. Like, this is what it is. It's like we literally are stepping into our God body. Like, oh my God. Like, but Ruth, he used the woman because the woman is the woman that has to be prepared for this man that's going to come to her. That is so crazy, bro, because then remember in book of Esther, get this, in the book of Esther, right, Esther wanted a king, right, but Mordecai told her it's going to be a time when God feels that it's right for her to be presented to a king, right? So I hear he's the head, not the tail. Listen, so then before it happened, right? Okay. So remember in the beginning he was married to Vashti. Vashti was the king's wife who was like a gold digger, or she was only about material things. Like she didn't give a fuck about her spiritual part of her, pretty much. Only the shit that exists outside of her was all that matters to her. Her image, stuff like that. Y'all get what I'm saying? But, okay, the king divorced her because of those things that I just said. And the crazy thing is, Esther was presented to him, and then it was I cannot think of Haman's daughter name, but y'all know Haman's daughter and Esther was presented to him, right? But the difference is, it was like, okay, I don't know what happened to Haman's daughter in the time leading all the way up to when she went before the king, but you know, we was show what happened with Esther, right? Y'all see the thing he put truth, right? So what happened with Esther is that she was presented with the women of the palace, right? Because she was working as one of the women of the palace, like cleaning up lady, like the maid, right? Housekeeper or whatever. So she was already with these other group of older women, right? And y'all know the older women in the Bible represents the ancestors, right? The women that actually is in the palace already, that live with the king, been there, because they was older women that was presented in the palace. That Esther was the youngest one, is what I'm saying. So these women that's seniors and elders to her was there to teach her how to be a woman, what perfume was like, what kind of dresses a woman should wear, how she should be as a wife to the king, right? So she had to go into a preparatory phase too, just like Ruth did, right? Because Ruth was in the mud out there getting cleaning it up. You know what I'm saying? She was toiling and laboring in God's field. Like, she was out here working for God. Like, she was going to, like, look, God is God and he is who he is. Like, you know what I'm saying, teaching people about who he is. Okay? She was working in his field, letting people know, like, baby, look, no, this is who he is. And this is, you know what I'm saying, this is, she was talking about, she was letting people know who God is, that God is God. That's pretty much what that represents. She was in his field working, okay? But while she was in that field working, there was another that was presented, or she was presented to. See, that's where it's like that God is going to be it's like God is preparing another flesh that's like him for you. I don't know how to, I can't make it no more complicated than that, because that is literally what it is. He's preparing a table for you. You just don't know he is. You just don't know he watching you. You just don't know he see you working in his field. You just don't know he see you doing what you're doing in his field. He see you, but you just don't see him. So that's why you think that it's nothing, he has nothing for you. But the whole time is, God is preparing a Boaz for you that's already there. He knows that you are there, and he knows that you are the woman for him. However, God has to have him. Oh my God, 11:24 on the clock. That is my birthday. God has this man. Look, SOS, stuck on stupid because my phone is. They have this man stuck on stupid because you had to prepare yourself for him. Like, the man been watching you from where you started at in the field to where, that was truth, you seen that, to where you currently are right now in your journey. And soon this man is going to present himself to you. He's going to reveal himself to you, because even though you didn't see what Boaz went through before he got to where he was, which was where you was in the field working. Whoever your Boaz is, he saw you from the beginning, and he knew that you was his Ruth. However, he also knew that you had to get right with God first. You had to get in that field, and like, you had to go through it, like, because it was no other way. Like, you had to get in that field. Like, you had to get out there and do some work, pull some weeds, you know what I'm saying, like, tend to the garden, because baby, your BDBs was popping. You understand what I'm saying? You had to pull that, you got to get up in the roots, you know what I'm saying? So, but get what, it's all you right there, you right there. Good day.